That's still one of the stupid things that they're not going to see are stupid dances. Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 80. Today, there's a lot of soccer to go on about. Here in San Diego Loyal lose to Real Salt Lake Monarchs. That's Monarchs, the second division of, USL. They lose 0-1 here at Torero. 1904 also started their season up in Carmel Valley. There was cool hot air balloons, but we're going to talk about the game itself. We're also going to go ahead and talk about the biggest story in world soccer. Messi is leaving Barcelona officially. It's not going to happen for Barcelona in the books. Hopefully they don't join forces in PSG. We'll talk about where he's potentially landing. Lukaku signings for Chelsea. We're also going to give a best of Premier League and a couple of the other leagues around the world, including the National Football League. National Football League is going to go ahead and start. We're talking about our fantasy football league. If you want to join our Two Balls and a Mic football league, go ahead and stick around and listen to how we're going to go ahead and do it this year. And we're also going to go up and down to see who we believe is going to win each division in the National Football League. I spent a bunch of time on YouTube in a hole of David Baker. Do you know what David Baker is?
I don't. Who the fuck
David Baker is that big old dude that looks like he belongs in the live action of the Flintstones with the very tight suit who knocks on the doors of the NFL Hall of Famers to tell them, your contribution to the NFL is so great.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Welcome you to Canton, Ohio.
I think so.
I just went on a fucking loop of all of this guy just like knocking on like LT's door when he went up to Calvin Johnson because the NFL Hall of Fame game just happened this last week, Cowboys versus Steelers. We'll get to football in a bit. By the way,
lots of football.
We are live on Twitch right now. This is something that we are probably going to go ahead and start doing more often. Not necessarily because, it's more practical, but just because it will be more practical once our schedules switch up a little bit, because we are thinking about moving Two Balls and a Mic release date one day over, recording on Tuesdays in this format live. And then, nothing's going to change. It's still going to be on YouTube. It's still going to be on Apple Music, Spotify, on everything. So nothing's going to change, but just this additional component of when we actually record, because, again, football season starting. Tuesday, recording on Tuesday seems like ideal, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Hi. That's surprisingly me. Oh, because Travis just joined. And we have El Toro Fuerte. El Toro Fuerte. Saludos, caballeros. Which is our...
Wait, I fucking love your memes of me, bro.
Personal meme factory for Two Balls and a Mic. Mostly on you.
It's literally they're good. They're good, though.
I'm fine with it.
No me agüito,
No
me agüito.
So San Diego Loyal...
Yo fui al juego, güey.
So you were the one with the media pass. Actually, this is the good thing about having multiple people, three. If we needed to do it in the middle of the day, and
very true.
Both of us are at work, so how could we possibly go to these events?
True.
Mike goes.
Yeah.
But no, definitely. You went to the San Diego Loyal game. It was against Monarchs. Let me just say before, right? In that week, I went to training leading up to this, and I'm still kind of on the fence. Not necessarily on the fence. I still don't know, and I'm not quite comfortable with what I can or can't say, and what I can or can't say when I can say it or when I can't say it. It makes sense at training, just because obviously you want to respect everybody's wishes. The San Diego Loyal camp is very vigilant to see what is out there about their team, and I've been asked to take stuff down, but I mean, it's been days removed, and I feel like I can talk about it a little bit, right? So
I think so.
These new signings for San Diego Loyal that did come through, two MLS signings were at the trainings, and so what they consisted of was San Diego Loyal A versus San Diego Loyal B. I don't want to say in that sense like this is the A team, this is the B team, just because there had to be a mix of players. Because
there's someone at Barcata that I talked to that told me, oh, dude, I fucking hated something you said. Like, it bothers me. Shout out to...
Oh, boy. Please don't burn bridges. We're live on Twitch.
No.
At
He
Two
told me
Balls
to
and a
give him a
Mic.
shout out. He told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who was it? Shannon McMillan?
Oh, see,
Barkada, that'd be great.
no, Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. So he told me that he does hate like when people say A and B team.
Oh, yeah,
like when we're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Mexico, and like, well, I mean, they're labels, right? Like, there's labels for everything. I told them, what about in high school? There's varsity and JV.
In boxing, there's that A side and the B side. Like the A side is the one that's going to draw the most money. The B side is the one that's not. And so, there's always that.
They're just labels.
Comparison,
And at the end of the day, he did say, oh, well, it's your team. And I agree, it is your team. But at the end of the day, you have your strongest players who are going to be in your starting lineup. And you're going to have the players that are going to be trying to prove themselves and compete with the starters to try to get a starting spot in the A team.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what happened?
I mean, I think we're still live. I mean, let us know if we're still live. Like, we're still.
I think it's random. Oh, there we are.
We are. I think we are. It's just this thing clashes. So a lot of it has to do with, and I like that they're doing now, injury reports, right? So unavailable for selection for today's game, which was on Saturday. You have Elijah Martin with lower body, most likely calf strain. Elijah, in good spirits at training. But obviously kind of separates what happens in any professional sport. If you're injured or you're rehabbing, you don't typically do the same training regimen as everybody else. So he was off to the side doing his own thing in good spirits. Metcalf, obviously, it was that day when I was like, oh, we haven't spoken to Metcalf. And we were going back and forth like, oh, like, what should we ask him? And Metcalf, also chose Mexico to win in the Gold Cup in our Instagram thing, and it was gonna be a question, but I didn't see him there, and I was like, okay, this was literally every time I've been here, he's here. Every game he's been there, so it's weird. Later that day, he comes down. He had a surgery at Rady's Children's Hospital. By the way, that's where they have surgery.
Great doctors.
Which is great doctors, little people doctors, as Arizona Robbins likes to little tiny humans.
Yeah. Dr.
Gray has a potentially African-American sibling, and Dr. Weber is being awful off-putting. I'm like, oh, I wonder who it is. And then he's like, oh, shit, I'm probably the dad of Alice Gray's estranged daughter. Like, it's crazy. I've slowed down on Gray's just because I know it's coming. Something's coming soon. Season 11, episode 3.
You're catching up to the point where I stopped.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, that's what, because I'm only watching like 1 or 2 episodes now. It's not like I'm watching 8 episodes. I'm like, oh shit! Like, I need more. It's fine.
You can tell the repetition of the show.
Yeah, I get it. Colin Martin, which, some things will remain unspoken, but Colin Martin is a hilarious mother.
Put 2 balls on Twitch?
Oh,
a huevo.
A huevo ese. Oh, hey, Chido Jerry. Hello, I'm old, but now on Twitch, thanks to you. Season's greetings, Jerry.
Congrats on that new job, bro.
Congrats on being Jerry. Jerry's
Straight
awesome.
Up. I missed you at the game.
Colin Martin, I will say, a hilarious motherfucker. Hilarious.
Yeah, so you were telling me this. Some
things will remain unspoken.
Yeah, you were telling me this, that you get the inside scoop on the players' conversations and this and that.
Not that. Look, I don't want this to become a thing where it's like, oh, we're throwing it in people's faces. And it's fine. And it's fine. I always say that I am most grateful that we are able to do any of this shit. Like, the fact that it's you and Alan talking to Landon at the end of the game, and he's pissed, but he knows, like, he kind of has to speak to the media, and you are media. Like, doesn't that make you special? Like, it makes you feel good. Like,
he came out pissed. I knew he was pissed. I told Alan all this. He's pissed. I asked Jerry, like, he's pissed, huh? He's like, yeah. Like, no, he sat down just staring at nothing, like, for a good 5 minutes.
Oh, so you're staring at San Diego Loyal score? Just at the board, the big old donut.
And then he came. He's like, "All right, guys, shall we?"
Yeah.
Took it a little easy on
him. Yeah, no, I'm still working on that vlog. It'll come out a little bit later. But yeah, so Colin Martin, hilarious person. Like, great. It was fantastic. Callum, also injured upper body, still cracked. I think it was Glenn who was asking, like, hey, like, he played the next game. It's like, yeah. Knowing rib injuries are what they are, and you want to know why I know so much about rib injuries?
Because you love eating ribs?
Because wrestling and wrestlers. A spear a good Goldberg spear will split a person in half. Just destroy them. But then, like, if they have to, and that's why you have Friday Night SmackDown, right? Like, say it's gonna be Brock Lesnar, and then it's gonna be Kurt Angle, and then Kurt Angle celebrating. Brock Lesnar just comes out and just spears him 3 days before or 2 days before WrestleMania. You'll see Kurt Angle on WrestleMania Day with bandages around, just like to advance the story. Like, oh, pues, está todo madreado. And then, like, when he wins, it's like, oh my God, despite having broken ribs, it's crazy.
Anyways,
Rib injuries actually hurt as they heal, and so like those first couple of weeks, days, it's not as painful. So that's probably why he was able to be out there. But no, so that's what that is. But anyways,
other than that, it was not a bad lineup to have, man.
Okay, so let's look.
By the way, let's look at the lineup. And okay, so we had Austin on goal, back-to-back starts. El talismán arquero que nos ha dado los car washes.
Yeah.
Great dude. So I'm right behind Austin on the games.
Mm-hmm.
His communication with the defense is crazy. Like, he yells at the players, and the players listen to him. No, like, they listen to him because they know who he is, right? And he's such a great goalkeeper. But then you started Salciso on the left back position. Salciso, I said on the videos, he's not as pacey as he once used to be. How he told us in the podcast before.
Yeah.
Because he used to be super fast. And I mean, age, injury, age.
Mm-hmm.
You lose speed. And on the left back position, playing against literal 18, 19, 20-year-old kids who are fast as fuck.
Yeah.
They're just going to swing by past them. And then you have Yaro Stoneman, absolute walls at center back. If it wasn't for these guys, Loyal probably would have lost by more goals. And then you got Hackworth, who disappointed me on the right back position. We really don't have anyone else to play in that position right now since Metcalf is hurt, who missed an easy tap, but we'll get to that. To that. We got Charlie Adams, who he absolutely misses Colin Martin next to him at center mid. Colin Martin just moves the ball really well in midfield and just controls the pace of the game. It is amazing how bad the midfield looks without Colin Martin on the pitch, dude. It's crazy.
And one of those things, right? Like, if you're watching the game and, obviously coming into learning some of the players and some of, like, who they are, like, the attackers always get a little bit more credit unless you have some sort of gimmick. Not necessarily it's his gimmick, but Stoneman, right? Like, he's Mr. Yellow Card himself. Mm-hmm. So that's why Stoneman. You have, Mr. Everywhere, Power Block, Jack Metcalf. Like, that fool just doesn't quit. Like, qualities of them that But if you were to tell me, like, or ask a person, like, tell me how Colin Martin plays. Tell me what he does.
And that's the great thing about a center defensive mid, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they're doing their job excellent if you don't hear their name as often.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of their game management is off the ball.
Yeah.
And just knowing where to stand. That's why in the Mexico game, I love just watching Edson Alvarez play. Because I think he's such a great defensive mid. I love watching Busquets play. And it's something you don't catch on TV.
Yeah.
Like, these are the positions that you have to see them live to see how good they really are. And that's why he's always the starting center mid along Charlie Adams. And then we have Jack Blake, who disappointed me. Man, he had so many times that he could have shot outside the box. Mm-hmm. It would have been great to see him score against his old team. And
yeah, I mean, he was champion with this team.
Yeah, so he just seemed a little lost on the field. He did have that free kick that hit the post, but other than that, like, not much from Jack Blake. Guido. He
played?
He played.
¿A poco?
Wait, like, I don't know, man. Like, there's times where he needs to pass the ball. He just tries to dribble past the players. He needs to be a little more trusting in his teammates. Really disappointed me this match. Not the Guido that we're used to. And then you had Toomey, who got the starting chance again. Somehow, this guy just plays better coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And he just kills it coming off the bench. Mm-hmm. And then when he starts, you don't see him being as explosive as he usually is.
Yeah.
He had a couple chances. He had a couple nice dribbles, but nothing. Like, on top, everyone just looked completely lost. He had Miguel Ibarra, who, again, not the paciest of wingers, who did struggle a little bit, but tried to play the best game he could. And then Herzog, who we're watching some highlights, and he's taking a throw-in, like, at midfield when he's a striker. Like, you need him on top.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a striker, you're not over there having throw-ins and then just waiting for someone else to be on top. That's got to be you up there.
And it's not like San Diego Loyal has the most dynamic lineup to be able to do that, right? Like Herzog, yeah, he's everywhere. He's on the right, he's on the left, he's in the middle, he's up, he's in the midfield. He's everywhere. He's a disruptor. That's what he does. But at the same time, you still need somebody to have up front to make those runs, and so some of the times you don't have that. What I will say is that, I mean, this is typical San Diego Loyal. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at the fact that it was, lights out. I wasn't surprised at the fact that the game turned out the way it turned out, right? You get scored on very early, like stupidly early. Like had it been a game with the Cholos, La Masacre would have missed that goal.
Yeah.
With their 15 minutes,
Yeah, no, like 45, 50 seconds into the game. It's crazy. Nobody expects to get scored on that quickly. It's hilarious because you texted me, 1904, 3 minutes in, they're already down 1-0.
We'll get to 1904. 100%.
And I was like, let me top that real quick. 50 seconds in, down 1-0 already.
It was wild, and that's, I think, the key to beat San Diego Loyal at home. Score early, because you know they're not going to be able to come back with the attack that they have. There's no way, right? Like, there's no way. Shout out to Nate Aburrea.
Oh man, he killed it.
I had to watch this game back because I was at the 1904 game, but it was a pleasant listen. I love Jack, love the energy he brings, but Nate just killed it. In this play, you can see exactly what we were talking about. It's so you have a whole left
you got debated,
side,
bro.
Left side completely open, right? We're gonna play some Monday afternoon night quarterbacking here. So granted, it's a good play. It's a good play. Good heads up. Good repositioning from Mr. 47.
Okay, so here's the thing real quick. Look at where Yaddo's up. He had to push up. Look where Charlie Adams, Jack Blake. Jack Blake's playing in a center mid position along Charlie Adams. That's not where he's been playing all season, right? He needs to play a little more center attacking mid, a little more on the right side like he hasn't. He's been killing it out there. Charlie's used to having Colin Martin, who's always where Yaddo's standing right now. Mm-hmm. He's not there. The midfield was lost. Yaddo had to push up. Ciso had to scoot back in to cover from number 47. Ibarra's up here, so he didn't drag his ass down to cover for Ciso. And then we see what happens. Wide open.
Wide open. And see, at that point, like...
It's fundamentals.
Yeah, it's fundamentals. Again... Who are we, non-professional soccer players, to criticize professional soccer players?
No, but this is stuff you learn when you're starting off soccer. Si sube tu center back, the left back or right back that's next to him goes in, and the winger has to drop to cover. And it just happened so fast, so early, that they didn't expect it, and it happened.
Yeah, 40 seconds in, 41 seconds in the shot. Austin is intuitively thinking it's going to be a cross-body shot, so he's going to drop himself to the right or up, wherever he needs to be. Mm-hmm. The shot ended up being near post, so he's already in one side. So maybe he took that. He should have waited just an extra decimal of a second just to stand there and be able to get that ball out. For every goal this season, I always think, would Austin have stopped that? Would Trey have stopped that? I mean, Anthony, I haven't seen much of him other than the Cholo game second half, but would lanky, tall Muse have had a shot just and an arm just have boom right there?
Maybe, but I was right behind, dude. There was no way anyone stops that.
It was a good shot.
Maybe you would have stopped it.
Good play, turn. That's twice that's happened. That an opposing team does a turn. That's a pretty good turn, and just offloads it to the side and goes into coma.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
the first game, right?
That's
the first game.
The second game. The second game. Ahorita acaba de pasar. Anywho, goes in. I will give it to Nate. He's a professional. He still brings it, even though it's against Loyal. It's
Well, it's because you don't expect that, dude. It sucked. It just, like Loyal tweeted, "Oh, 1-0, plenty of game left," and they did.
Yeah,
They had it. I really thought they
the most game possible
dude,
left.
just like 10 minutes after that, Hackworth had a tap in that he could have had and la voló, güey.
It should come up. It didn't. How? It didn't.
I don't know.
It was these USL guys. Come on, guys. Let's get some good. Let's get some good highlights on here. Anyway, that play that you were talking about, right? So, Tiki Taka in the midfield, and then Corey Herzog gets the ball, gives it over to Guido. Guido goes past, crosses it. Great cross all the way across the other side of the field. It's not like it was a cross bounce shot. It was cross bounce.
Le cayó en el área chica, güey.
And it kind of rolled. It's difficult. It's not the easiest thing. It's not the easiest thing. But Jack Metcalf makes contact and hits it.
Wait, if you're a professional soccer player, you have to make that shot.
Look, dude, like
dude, wait, estás en el área chica, güey.
You think so? You would think so. Like, the skills that they possess somewhere else must be exponentially so greater than his shot that he deserves a spot and roster on San Diego Loyal, is what you want to think. Is what you want to think.
No.
And
wait, you're in the small box. No matter where you shoot, you have to score that.
Yeah.
No matter where you are.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper stop and see the way you have to score that. It's unacceptable from a player.
I won't even say score that. I say get it on target.
At least.
Get it on target. That's
I get it. Hits
always
the
bare
post,
minimum.
something, yeah.
Post,
on target.
corner.
You're right about that.
Get it on target.
Like, bro, like,
Put your shoulders down.
I'm not gonna be here and say, oh yeah, Hackworth, man, like he's trying, he's putting in the effort. No, bro, if you're starting, you better step up and you better make results happen, man. Obviously, that's why they took him out in the second half. He was missing so many passes, dude.
Yeah.
Like passes that were getting like some things that Metcalf that makes it look so easy. He was struggling with. So they took him out. That was such a bold move by Landon Donovan and Nate Miller, man.
Yeah. So let's again, just before that, just the bold move of taking out Hackworth in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
You have this outside the box shot. Usually Charlie's the one taking the set pieces.
If it's this close, it's usually Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was a good look. Right off the crossbar.
Yeah, no, that was
can't get closer than that. I mean,
yeah, it was a good shot. I mean, it sucks. He wanted that one. You could tell he wanted that one. He was upset at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's hard to score free kicks. Like
it is. He got it up.
Straight up.
He got it down, but not down enough.
Like, we're so used to watching like MESSI and stuff, makes it look so easy, but
yeah.
like it's really hard.
Austin did have a couple good saves. That was a good save right there. Just again the way he was.
Oh,
good.
Moth. Ah!
I'll get it.
Where'd it go?
Don't worry, I'll get it.
I got hit with the ball at halftime.
You were telling me like during halftime of this game you got hit like during warm-ups de los vatos.
Sí, güey. I was sitting right next to the local sign and the
got it
on Mike.
He's a team player.
Oh, we scored, but it was offsides.
Yes, it did score. It was very much offsides. Corey
I'm
likes
over
to
there,
score.
like heading over to the other side.
Corey likes to score offside goals. But yeah, you were saying?
But yeah, I got hit like with the shot. Hit my arms. My arm still kind of hurts.
On purpose?
I think so, man. Fuck Monarchs. I hate them now for that. Like, les cagué el palo. I was like, ¿qué pedo, güey? Unos tiros acá. That would fuck me up.
Moth says, Jerry says, Moth is a Hackworth fan. That's why we took care of the Moth, didn't we, Jerry? Huh?
But yeah, bold move in second half. He took out Hackworth. He put Chase Boone in. He played him on the like a right wing position. He did pretty good. He was pacey. He just was doing pretty good crosses. But you could tell the Monarchs weren't just attacking as much as we just see a shot that hit the post.
Yeah.
But that's what happens at the end when you're starting to push up lines. At the end, towards the end, he took out Sal, put in Larras, who they just signed.
Yeah.
From,
two MLS players.
From
two
Colorado.
MLS players.
Wait, este morro está cabrón, güey.
Yeah.
He is good. He put him in like he told me, he put him on a more natural position for him in the center mid. he brought down Charlie Adams to play center back along the two Yato and Stoneman.
Which Charlie Adams does track back a lot, and he does spend a lot of time sometimes helping that back line of three of Metcalf and stuff.
Marking
So
his man marking is like not the best.
It's not, but it's not like a super foreign position for him to be.
And then we're not gonna tie the game when you put Ben Spencer in. So
oh shit.
So I mean,
Moth is also a Ben Spencer fan.
Once he came in, I knew we weren't gonna tie this up. So that's when I just started heading towards the other side to talk to Landon.
And yeah, that interview and your vlog will be coming out. Do you want to work on that? I'll do it.
I need a little more practice. Let me work on my video game clips first and get used to it.
On this same Twitch channel.
I am starting to stream.
Our streamings.
I don't have
actually pretty good.
A Warzone?
Yeah.
I'm pretty nice with the sniper.
Yeah, so hopefully we
catch me playing Warzone. I'll be playing FIFA, some other games as well.
We might have prizes and stuff like linked to that, and
sure.
General cool
Something
stuff.
about Jordan Chavez on the comments. What does it say?
Our boy Jay Morlet.
Oh,
said Jerry. Oh, huge. The biggest.
I'm sorry about that.
The biggest.
I'm really sorry.
El más grande. Jordan Chavez is my coworker's cousin. Saw that name here. Shout out to Jordan Chavez, who has not seen that much action.
Bro, like the guys
at this point.
The guys what school did Jordan Chavez what college did Jordan Chavez go to?
Southwestern?
Dude.
Jordan Chavez soccer.
I think he went to early years. He went to Rebel San Diego State. He went to San Diego State. Modern Day? No, for college. Okay, so San Diego State. One of the tryouts, they offered my friend, I told you, they offered my friend like a spot on the team before Chavez, but my friend couldn't afford it. So they went to Chavez. Similar positions, so my friend's pretty good on Warzone. Talk to him a lot.
I hear Guido plays Warzone, and I was listening.
Alejandro Guido, this is to you, bro. You want to get some dubs? Hit me up.
I was listening because on Friday they had the open practice for the locals.
I'm down to play with Guido, dude. Get some bot lobbies.
And like I can't tell you who, because at this point I was already interviewing Landon for the thing that I threw up on Friday. Some of the players were like maybe it was Chabi. They were talking to Chabi. Chabi was talking to somebody and like it was older guys talking to younger guys. And then somebody was like, hey, like just give them a round. Just play with them for a round. What's wrong with you? And they're like, come on, dude. Come on, just give them a round. Just give them a round. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, a round of what? Like I obviously playing video games like Fortnite, this and this and this. So apparently Fortnite is still prevalent in the San Diego Loyal.
I'll play Fortnite with them. I haven't played Fortnite in a while, but dude, I'm still pretty good at building. I can manage.
Que metan a Chavez. I was listening to, estaba de metiche. Yup. I mean,
Tony has ears everywhere.
I
he
actually
hears
do.
Everything.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It's a little annoying sometimes.
Yeah, you can't whisper next to me because I pick it up. And it is actually one of my big talents is like if it's you here and like there's somebody next to you. No, never that. If there's somebody next to you, I can tell you at the exact volume to where you will hear me crystal clear, but the person literally next to you won't. Like it's a fucking talent.
It's an amazing talent he has just because his eye fucked up. So when you lose the sense, you gain talent in the other one. So.
Yes, my eye does not work. My right eye, like look at this. Like I don't know if like this is inside baseball, but like I don't wear these. But this is a fucking thick glass. Like look at how thick that is. That's all.
See, because then you still can't see shit with that.
Yeah, like it's not like it helps either. Like it doesn't.
But yeah, I mean, Jerry, I'm sorry you're a big Spencer fan. I'm not, so I'm not afraid to say it.
Not. Anyway,
not afraid.
Landon Donovan on the San Diego Loyal victory, and then we'll move on to the 1904 game, and I'll just kind of go over that a little bit.
What?
The San Diego NISA professional soccer team. Nobody was happy for what happened tonight, and they're frustrated. Yeah. You come off the field feeling like you didn't play a bad game. Oh, here we go, but you lost. All right. Usually for Landon, that sentence ends at come off the field feeling like you
Performance over
didn't play
results.
bad. We did all right, guys. But you lost. I like that. Not that I like it, but I like it. That's not acceptable by our standards, and the team knows that. Yeah.
I mean, he says that now. You look at last week. Just last week he kept saying, "Oh yeah, I look at performance over results." So I guess he's changing his mentality.
And that's the thing, right? I mean, if you've been going out the same way, like you get similar results to what you're expecting and how you expect the team to play. If your team plays good and doesn't get results, that's what you expect. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised when we lose. You shouldn't be pissed when you lose because you played like you expected. You played good. You played like you wanted to. You controlled the game. You had this many shots. You had this. You played against a team that hasn't won away in the whole tournament. You played against a bunch of kids again in a game that you should have had here at home, at least with a point in the last 2-3 games more than you have.
Their goalkeeper was 17 years old.
That's wild. And again, I don't want to take anything away from these guys because they're in the USL for a reason. Like they're at the level. But when you lose tonight, you have to learn from it and move past it and get ready for Tacoma because Tacoma is
you can't do it
back.
on just one loss or any losses that you have because then you have to get ready for the next game, right? You move on, you learn from it. If they watch film, you watch that, you learn from what happened, and you did tell me earlier, like, se les apagó el control al principio.
Yeah, so by the way, no, I know, trust me, Jerry, like, we were both duped by this. We gave him hope for Spencer before, so I know how strongly you feel about we understand 100%.
¿Qué dijo? Okay.
Oh, like it was sarcasm. If you listen to our pod, I give him so much shit.
Oh,
and he does.
absolutely.
Like,
he deserves it.
Yeah, 100%. We've been giving him shit.
Si juegas, si no vas a jugar bien.
If anything, I'm the one like shame on me because I would shame on me last year because I was way
wrong, way off.
Even today, like I was talking with some of the people, and I was like, hey man, like if Ben Spencer played like this, like oh man, like a 10th, like he looks like in training, like oh man. He would shut everybody up. Everything. Like, everything would be fine. We wouldn't even have this conversation.
Que me calle el hocico, güey. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah,
I would love it. Cállame el hocico, Spencer, la neta. Pero, pues, no, güey.
But, yeah, so...
No, güey.
That's what I felt like in FIFA, when you play, you turn on the game.
The thing is...
And started, and you don't turn on your controller. And, like, all your monitos are just like... All your monitos just like...
Oh,
and then the guy just... walks past you. What?
What was the last FIFA you played that they stay like that? They just stand there. Oh, actually, the computer moves them for you.
The computer does move them, and it's kind of annoying. Like it's not as easy to score.
Yeah, but that was pretty funny though. Like,
but no, so 40 seconds and.
Wait, so the thing is, this was a must win. Monarchs last place in their division, haven't been playing that great lately. OC dropped points. Phoenix dropped points. This was a chance to move up and just solidify second place in the division.
Not even solidify, get there because we're not there, right? Like it's.
I mean, we would have been ahead by 2 points.
Well, okay, but like that's not.
And we still gotta play Orange County twice.
Yeah, you do. So Phoenix obviously still in first, 36 points all the way up there. Nadie los va a cantar a esos cabrones.
No, unless they go like on a 4-game slump, like there's no way.
Very unlikely. Yeah. Orange County again, 25 points, 17-17 both played. San Diego Loyal 24 points, like you're saying. They would have been 2 points up with that victory last game. Tacoma 15 points, but 21 points. If you lose to Tacoma Defiance again for a third time this season, they will have officially tied you with 1 game in hand and 2 games in hand. And in fact, you've lost all your head-to-head. So even if the standings are San Diego Loyal in third, we would be in fourth because we know that the standings for USL
this is a
must-win
game. Next against Tacoma, it's a must-win.
It's been a must-win game.
It has to be.
It's been a must.
It's been. You're right.
What do you do when you play against somebody who wants to beat you? Because I heard from the front office, San Diego Loyal saying, "Hey, this it seems like everybody plays better when they play Loyal." I don't have the expertise for that, the knowledge, the depth of knowledge of USL to know like, estos vatos sí te pusieron huevos, or estos vatos sí así. Have I seen plays where it's like, all right, like maybe Tacoma, sure, but you played into their game. Maybe Galaxy when you played, okay, sure.
Isn't that what happens when you're high up in the standings? Todos están echando más huevos.
Yeah, I mean,
And when they're so close in the reach to like passing you in points, te van a poner más ganas, güey. Vroom, 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 vroom. What?
Real Monarchs fans didn't show up because the school didn't have enough bike racks. It's a Mormon joke because they're from Utah. Apparently they have really good coffee in Utah. That's all I know about Utah. Anyway, so this is a must-win game coming up for San Diego Loyal. You have only a couple of,
15 games left.
15 games, only a couple left. This is the first step into the second half of the season. And that's actually what I had asked Landon. Like, is this what you expected? Like in the preseason? He's like, yeah, like more or less, maybe to be higher in the standings. And I'm like, all right, higher in the standings would be first. Like, it's a little lofty, and that's fine.
I think they're in a good spot. They just have to. I mean, they just have to score goals. La neta, way.
Yep.
La neta. That's my professional advice. I'm not even a professional.
Somebody told me, like, yo, you're a professional. I'm like, no, please don't say that. Like, it's not a professional thing. It's like, no, you are a professional just because. And they gave me a reason. Like, I don't feel comfortable with that label.
No.
Yet.
No, we are not professional.
Yet.
Absolutely not.
Moving
on to the other side of San Diego.
Other side of San Diego, it's weird because, like, all right, so
Are they even
I have my
playing in
doubts.
San Diego?
I have barely. Kind of. I mean, yes.
1904
1904 FC.
announced their season schedule 4 days before it
actually started. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's two of us. So, one of us went to Loyal. That was me. And then he went to check out 1904 for a bit before he headed out to watch Dave Williamson here in San Diego again.
Hey, shout out Dave Williamson, who has a really good meat rub. And I made the greatest steak that I've made in my life in a cast iron with that meat rub. And I have 2 more fillets that I'm going to just... Oh, man.
Gonna rub that meat.
Gonna get a good rubbing. And then
but anyways, tell me about your experience for 1904. Like, you showed me, first of all, no media credentials yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, look.
That's a downside to me, 1904.
But
anyways,
they did hit
you
me
showed
up.
me their
Yes.
great tickets.
Okay, so this is going to be a very objective standpoint of comparing a team from what I remember and what I was like when choosing or seeing like San Diego soccer grow. They were pretty much on opposite sides of what they agreed on, other than let's go San Diego soccer, right? So they both competed for being top of the market. There was a point where they didn't like each other in a sense that it's like, whoa, we're the professional team. Yeah, 1904 was supposed to be in USL, and they believed they were at the USL level, but it didn't happen for them. And thank you for getting fucking liquid on my laptop, you piece of shit.
I paid for this bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I paid for it after.
Yeah, like 70% off.
Hey,
Fuck off.
it was a really good deal.
Anyways, you were saying.
But yeah, so they see each other like this, right? Preseason happened, and then 1904 lost pretty bad to Loyal, and so you kind of saw a little bit of this. But it's preseason for both of them, and it's different. So going in, I don't want to seem like I'm just gonna talk shit because I'm not.
Boo.
There were stamps, so we got there, and it's in Carmel Valley.
Stamps or
Yeah.
Sharpie marks?
Stamps, like in a swap meet. Little star stamp.
Nomás era un puntito que
Yeah.
mencionaste.
It was because, I mean, it didn't mark well.
Oh. Te la acabó
$10
la tinta, te la acabó la tinta, el plumón.
$10 a ticket.
Wow, that's expensive.
It's Jesus. Wait, we're gonna have Ben Woods on. I don't want to like have 1904 be like, hey, no, fuck these guys. I don't want Coach.
No,
I don't want Coach Alex
I never said that.
to be upset. Coach
I
Alex,
didn't say
who,
that.
by the way, I hope everything's okay. I didn't see him there. He wasn't coaching the team. He wasn't anywhere to be seen. Again, in these times, you don't want to speculate like who has what types of contact with people and what they're doing. It's fine. I know he's still part of the team and everything. Like, not worried about that.
Yeah.
So they are up in Carmel Valley. Carmel Valley is the landing place of all those hot air balloons.
Caramel?
Carmel Valley.
Caramel.
It's in
Caramel.
Carmel Valley.
Caramel Valley.
What's
Did
valley in
Mo
Spanish?
start?
Yes, he did. So Mo, friend of the podcast.
Ernesto.
Don't. So yeah, so this and their sponsors are a little restaurant right across the street from Carmel Valley. So it started. They had one food truck outside, and I'm like, I did the mistake of not bringing in any type of water, but I didn't want to. Like, I didn't know what security was going to be like at a high school. I didn't know what it was going to be like. Metal detectors. I know somewhere else they don't allow us to walk in with some madres, hydro flasks. So I'm like, all right, I'll just buy something there. There was one taco truck, and then that taco truck had a trough of still cold. It was cold, still water where ice should have been. See, now I'm just ripping up the poor taco truck guy. And so I get 2 waters. I'm like, hey, how much for the waters? By the way, only Arrowhead.
Not a big Arrowhead.
Not a
fan.
big Arrowhead fan at all.
I'm not.
It's sustenance. It's water. It gets the job done. So here you go. It's like, how much is it? Oh, it's gonna be $5, buddy. I'm like, oh shit, this dude's a Russian dude with a tank top who's serving me. Like, I was all right, cool, whatever. It's fine. Let's head back. National anthem was pretty.
I heard it was
The few edits.
packed.
And the national anthem had a few edits, a few personal edits, few artistic choices in the words.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess you had to be there, right?
Yeah, I'm
You
trying
had
to
to
think.
be
There was
there.
and the banters instead of banners, right? Glare. I'll have a list. It was fine. Again, I don't want to bury these people, but like it happened.
Wait, lo que pasó,
Lo que
vato,
pasó, pasó.
Entre 1904.
Hey,
sign us up para escribir porras.
The Outsiders, or oof, I don't even know if I want to go
The
there.
Outsiders. Tell us about the Outsiders, because the locals and the
dude.
chavos were amazing on Saturday.
Look, dude, it's hard when you move and you tell everybody, hey, we moved to Lincoln High School in the middle because this is where most of our ticket sales were from. And when you go into the first game after moving into Qualcomm Stadium to Lincoln High School, and you restart the season because this is your hub of the place where all the ticket sales are coming from, you don't fill out one side of Lincoln High School con la porra. There was a good handful, and I like the vibe, and I like la raza, and that's what we were talking about. The 1904's porra had something, and I liked it. We both liked it back when we went to Lincoln High School. Remember?
See?
Like, we enjoyed it. It was really cool. Unfortunately, the manpower and the woman power and the human power of La Porra wasn't quite there. Shout out to Eric, I believe his name, who was the dude with the bass drum.
Handful of people, or is that like?
I would say
more
it's
than
a
a
Jason Pierre-Paul handful of people.
Does he have like 6 fingers or?
You know what JPP is?
No. JP Morgan?
JPP. Jason Pierre-Paul.
Ay, güey. Come on, vato. Güey. Qué mamón, güey.
That many.
¿Cuatro?
It was
¿Tiene?
all right. Relax. The 4 is being generous.
Wow, it was that bad.
No, I don't want to say it's bad because
It's the first game.
It
They
happens.
moved somewhere.
You move-
They did
yeah.
win, so maybe people think, oh, they won. We'll check out the next game, right? Right.
I want to say it was a very family friendly.
Carmel.
It was a very family
Hey, ¿dónde queda
friendly.
eso, güey?
That's what I'm about to map and show all our kind folk.
Is
where I
that
had
San
to-
Diego?
And
Is
it?
someone let me know? Jerry, is Carmel Valley
No.
San Diego or
Hold
not?
Hold on.
Oh, high school.
It's not here. It's by Torrey Pines High School.
Oh.
So it's actually right over in this area, right?
Is Torrey Pine San Diego? No, I'm just kidding.
Just put high school,
High
in this
school?
area.
Mount Carmel High School?
Was it? I think so. Yep. This was it.
Hey, look, Hilltop.
Hey,
It's by Hilltop?
Yeah, and so this is where the hot air balloons landed. It was really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, the hot air balloons were pretty dope to see.
Of course.
But no, so okay, let's do this right. So let's just say
Sponsored by who? Arrowhead.
Sí, güey.
We
need a sponsorship.
No me agüito, güey.
Hey, I had contact with people that say might help connect us to Manscaped. Hit up Manscaped, guys, right now. Like, it just makes sense for Manscaped to sponsor us. They're a local company.
You have the perfect name for them.
Yeah, like
in high school.
So it's a 20-mile difference from a central part of San Diego that you said that most of your tickets come from. Wait, yo vivo acá, güey. Yo vivo aquí, güey. For me to go all the way up here
Para ver a 1904,
to watch anyone, anything, man, we're gonna have to go up here for the Soccers, bro. Yeah, no, which is fine. They're gonna have a fantastic establishing. Congratulations, Soccers.
Pero los Soccers sí ganan campeonato.
Sí ganan esos cabrones. Anyway, so the game started. We sat on the bleachers. Huh?
You didn't say the whole game, right?
No, I didn't say the whole game. I did say pretty late into the second half. But in the first couple minutes, you had the Maryland Bobcats, I think. Pretty sure.
Yes, Carmel Valley's in San Diego.
North of Poway, yo.
Wait,
if you're north of the locals, main people, that's fucking north.
Yo norte de que Mission Bay ya me pierdo, güey.
Yeah, the gas. Yes. That was my thing. I was commenting that the gas was more than the ticket price, 100%. And it just made sense because I then went to Escondido to Grand Comedy Club and watched our boy Dave Williamson. You know who else opened for him?
Who?
Did you ever watch on YouTube the Dr. Squatch soap dude?
Yeah.
That dude that's like, are you a fucking
I buy soap
plate?
from Dr. Squatch.
The dude opened, and we can totally get him for the show. Actually, like
Really?
I connected with him. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some free soaps. Their soaps are pretty badass.
Sponsor us, Dr. Squatch.
Oh,
fool.
damn. Dude, their
dude.
soaps are badass. I'm not going to lie.
Pero tú quieres de todos modos, güey. I don't know how cool they are.
Cállese a la verga. Anyway,
Wow, so
45 minutes of local soccer.
Hey, fuck it, right? So 1904, the play and everything was definitely not at par with USL, is what I'll say. Was it exciting? Sure. 1904 went down early in the first half. They went down 1-0, and I was like, oh my God, like this could be bad if this goes this direction. Shout out to Stephen Woods and the PA. We connected. We're actually going to have, like I said, Stephen Woods coming up this week and talk about his experience as a PA announcer and amongst other conversations. But in all, man, like a good result for 1904. It's I don't know what they're going for, right? Like with this project, I don't know, other than quote unquote, let's win the championship because we're a fucking sports team. Like that's always the goal for every sports team. If you're a little league, the goal is always to win at your tournament.
They're I don't want to say moving on from their community-based activities that they wanted to do, but I mean, the circumstances are what they are, and they're making their season happen, right? So
yeah, and again, like there's people there who really care about the team, and I know, Eric was one of them. I know, as far as local soccer goes down, our boy Hector was out there too, and he was singing, he was chanting, and he was going with the flags. Like I said, a lot of family oriented crowd. In my mind, I think it's a lot of family of the players type of thing.
Yeah.
And I wish 1904 nothing but success because they are representing San Diego in a professional setting, and there are some local talents, there are some local kids, there are
hey, some other players play the East League Soccer League, bro.
See, wait, like these are people that some of these guys know.
No ganan, güey.
Yeah.
But man, it is what it is. I wish nothing but success for 1904.
That's why Loyal should come south, bro. Like, Everybody's going up there. Like I'm saying, like 1904 up there. You have
1904
you have
would have been
the
huge in Chula
Soccers.
Vista.
They did end up winning. Again, the quality of play is fun. If you want to watch a soccer game, that's fine. But here's the thing: the reason both of us weren't there is because one,
Same time as
same
Loyal,
time as
man.
Loyal, and that's the issue, because you have to choose, and in choosing, what are you going to do here? What are you going to go there? And I went with somebody who does not watch soccer all that often. Did go to a San Diego Loyal game. Went to what game was that? The Los Dos at home. We experienced that game as fans. We were not in 109. We were next to them, and it was a great ruckus time from beginning to end. It seemed a very ma and pa, which isn't to take anything away from the great efforts that a lot of people are doing with 1904. Because again, I don't want to shit on people's hard work. Like, it's their hard work, and it is what it is. But if you're telling me as a consumer from the South Bay, as a consumer from south of the 8, as a consumer from south of pretty much south of everything, like, am I gonna go? Because even neta, like, a veces we gotta go to Linda Vista from down here. Like, okay, that's fine. Torero, like, okay, like, I literally live like on the border, like 2 blocks that way, and it's literally El Soler in TJ. But you know, like, if you give me a choice of go to this and go to this, there's clearly one that's better. And I
Absolutely.
right now it's San Diego Loyal.
Right now it's like this.
It is.
Right now it's like
And
that. I mean,
if is that going to
there's
change?
no shame in it.
There's not. And if is that going to change? I hope it does. I hope it does, and I love when people shut my mouth up, and like, especially in this way, because I want to expect more. I should be expecting more. You guys have literally a mirror image of what to and not to do. If you want to be like that team, go ahead and be like that team. Do similar things. If you don't want to be like that team, you have what they stand for. You see what they do. Do the opposite of that. Like, both teams can coexist.
Yeah, be the bad guy.
But at this point, like, man, that's
Los
the fact that
malosos de
it's
San
so
Diego.
north, like, is wild. And hopefully we get to go more games. Hopefully, and now I just locked in on somebody else's somebody's abode, somebody's home on Google Maps.
I don't know if I'll go to a game. Maybe.
We'd have to. You know how I'm gonna take you to a game? That way, I have to take you to a game. Like, I'd have to take you, like, drive.
See, man, I'm not driving up there.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. But let's get to some professional soccer. The biggest
fuck.
news.
Come on, dude.
The biggest. I'm talking like Barcelona level. Right? We're going to move on now from our local professional soccer.
I'm just really quick going to answer a question down here.
Okay.
Are most of the games at the same time of 1904? Let me go ahead and look at my program.
Shit.
Yes, some of them. We'll talk.
They need one of these.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But look, at home, September 4th. Can you look at there? Like, real quick, September 4th. Do they play?
No, September 5th.
Oh, shit. There we go. There's 2 games. September 25th
Yes.
at
Yes.
7 p.m.
Yes.
Right at 7 p.m.
And it's away though.
Okay, it's away. Wait, $4.50 for gas, Jerry? Where are you pumping gas? That's a deal. No.
What else?
Let's see.
Else?
We have October 2nd.
Yes.
Fuck. October 2nd at 7 p.m.
7:30 away.
Shit. October 16th, Detroit FC.
17th for Loyal.
Okay, all right. So 2 games that we can watch that are different. October 23rd, Cal United Strikers.
Nope. 24th for Loyal.
All right, sounds good. October 30th.
Yes.
October 30th, you play against Kerry Taylor, Stumptown.
Sacramento over here.
7 p.m.
7:30. It's away
7:30.
as well though.
November 13th.
Ya se acabó la temporada para Loyal.
Hey.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
If we make it.
Hey, it is what it is. I I enjoyed my time out there. That's what I'll say. Like I enjoyed my time out
Was
there.
it hot up there?
It wasn't. It was that point. It was actually pretty cold.
You know
The
what? I
bleachers were
should have
cold.
taken a sweater to a loyal game.
Pues que ya no tienes tanta blubber.
No, me está dando frillito, güey.
But anyway,
we talk about Messi.
Messi has
What
left.
a sad day for Barcelona
Messi
fans.
has left Barcelona.
Sad week, man. I've seen all these TikToks and people are so sad about it.
In the Camp Nou Stadium in one of the conference rooms, announced his
Get on.
exit.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Why people hate on you? It's why people make memes of you. But Messi had a really just a rough time, like getting. Sorry, man. I don't blame him.
Absolutely not.
Truth is, I don't know what to.
Oh, nos ganaron.
Oh, hey,
¿Qué tú querías hacer?
okay. I was about to do that. So, hey, I guess we were trilinguals now, right? Because I'm technically translating whatever the fuck language that was.
Say him.
Good day. Today's my last day.
Recent days, I've been thinking.
I was English this whole time.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me translate also what Messi kept saying.
In Spanish.
Yeah.
Giving lots of thought to what I could say.
I wish he would have said que se vaya la verga este equipo.
He kind of did. Like they asked him, like, "Hey, are you? If you were to put blame on this, like, who would you put blame?" And he literally said, "I did everything I could.
Yeah.
Everything.
Wait,
I
to reduce your
could.
wages by 50%?
50%.
You're one of the greatest players in the world, probably the greatest player in the world. You deserve to get paid what he gets paid, right?
Yeah.
And there's some people that say, professionals shouldn't get paid so much. No, this guy has magic on his freaking feet, bro. You get paid the big bucks for that, and to reduce that by 50%, like you said it best earlier, Messi could play for free.
Yeah.
A whole season, and Barcelona will still be in debt so much.
Yeah. And it's insane that it came to this. Poor dude is just torn apart, dude. Like, even me, right? Like, I don't work anywhere that I like particularly get too emotional about. But at the point where I will leave after working so much time there, I'm gonna get a little like, oh man, that was good memories, good stuff.
Exactly.
And that was only 7 years.
Absolutely.
This dude was here 21 years.
Wait,
21. He abandoned his
morro.
family, his life, his country. Not abandoned, but he left them
Moved at what, 13?
at 13 just to go and play over in Barcelona and have a family here. He even said, like, even after my career's done, we're moving the fuck back because we're from Barcelona. Like, we are from here. Like,
Most of your life you live there. You give everything to this club, and this club just says, "Fuck you, we can't afford you anymore."
and they knew. That's the thing that they
president
knew.
fucked them over.
La Porta,
Sí,
the one that's
güey.
in jail.
Yeah, no, like, wait, los chingó. And the question has to be asked, right? Like, what's gonna be Barcelona? What's left of Barcelona, right? Because Messi's gonna move on, and we're gonna get to where Messi is gonna land. Everyone knows it's gonna be PSG because it's not a matter of where he can play. He can play wherever he wants. It's a matter of who can afford him.
Yeah.
And PSG is literally probably the only team that can afford to pay what he's gonna get paid. He's probably still gonna have to take a pay cut, if I'm honest.
And poor Samuel Titi, who got,
Dude.
heckled.
Lo peor se lo llevó un Titi.
He's pissed.
La carita del francés lo dice todo, ¿eh? Los compañeros se ríen, algunos de yo que estaba mirando como diciendo, pero ¿por qué la toma el equipo?
That's bullshit, bro.
So,
Just 'cause
Barcelona
he
fans.
didn't take a pay cut
Uh-huh.
to keep Messi. That's not on him.
It's not on him.
It's not.
And even if he took, I don't know the exact numbers, but I want to see like how many of the players we would have to take
Bro,
for
they're
them
over
to
a
be
billion
It's
euros in
fucking
debt.
insane.
Billion. Like, dude, like you can't blame anyone else, dude. The guy in charge, like you said, he's in jail for that shit. So
Yeah, pues pendejadas. They Barcelona have submitted a renewal, according to La Porteria de Última Hora, a proposal for the Argentinian national. At this point, everything's a Hail Mary. Everything from this point on is a Hail Mary for them to stop them.
Nice. I just read that. What's up there?
Oh, congratulations to former Manchester United midfielder Marouane Fellaini for his being top scorer in the Chinese Super League with 9 goals. Fantastic.
Anyways, so
Fantastic.
man, here's the thing, and we'll get to PSG, but like for Barcelona, this is the dark path that I was talking about, man. How bad do you feel for Agüero? He came thinking he was gonna play con su
you mean the latest person on the injury report who's out for at least 6 to 10 weeks? Did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah, today he got reported injured. Watch.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Qué coincidencia, ¿no? Qué coincidencia, güey.
Huevo.
Sergio Agüero out for up to 10 weeks in another setback at Camp Nou. Qué coincidencia.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if that's his ankle hurting, but that's
La
heart
concha
hurting.
de tu madre. Ya valió madre
Ese
Barcelona.
boludo,
Ya valió madre Barcelona.
Ese
güey.
boludo.
Ya valió madre.
Me estaba viendo bien
Depay's
el-
killing it. ¿Viste el golazo que metió? Like,
Yeah,
Depay's
golazo.
killing it, but is he going to be able to carry Barca like Messi has been for 20 plus years?
Bro, but they have Braithwaite.
Bro, Barca is... man.
If you want to look at some of the numbers, like for PSG, if you want to talk about a little bit, like it's a back and forth, right? Because they're both in this. How can PSG give Neymar 30 million per season while paying 60 million for Hakimi, 75 million in pre-tax wages to Messi, Donnarumma, Wijnaldum, Ramos, and even think of re-signing Mbappe in the same year and expected to lose 204 in revenue? What's up with this FIFA fair play that's supposed to happen? Like,
So fair play normally applies to buying the players from teams. So like you have a budget for transfers. How you have your money for wages is a completely different thing, right? So that's where I feel like those rules have to be a little more clear, because some people get confused about it. I even get confused about it because from my understanding, it's just a matter of how much money you spent on players on fees. They got Ramos, Wijnaldum, Donnarumma, and Messi for free.
can you
They didn't spend a single penny to those
in
teams.
transfers? Wow.
They got those 4 players for free because their contract ended.
Wow.
That's why normally you try to sell a player, if you know you're not going to resign, you try to sell them maybe with a year left in the contract, so you make some money out of it, right? But this whole FFP thing, if it applies for wages, then it is going to be interesting to see how PSG does manage to handle all that. So a lot of people are saying that Mbappe is rumored to go to Real Madrid, and we all know PSG's is a I want to win Champions League team now team.
They're gonna win it if they get Messi. Like, they're gonna win it if they get Messi. Like, there's
I don't think so.
neta. Even with Messi, even
I
con el
don't think
equipazo
so.
que traen, güey.
I don't think so. I don't. Super teams in soccer don't tend to do as well as people think they are. It's history repeats itself, man. We've had super teams before, and like equipazos, y te quedas como que, hey, wait, like they should have done better. PSG should have won the Champions League already with the team they had. And then we've seen Messi not perform well with other stars in Argentina. Like he doesn't play well with Di Maria. He doesn't play well with all the players he has. And the question has to be asked too, which is interesting. If he does go to PSG and everything works out, and Mbappe stays, right? They have the super team. Will Messi ask Neymar for number 10?
No,
He's gonna wear 19, right?
he's gonna wear 19.
Okay.
And so, which is fine. He started with 19.
Because imagine he asked Neymar for number 10, Neymar will ask Di Maria for 11, Di Maria will ask Mbappe for number 7, and then Mbappe would ask Icardi for number 9, and then Icardi se la pela.
And everybody who bought their jerseys up until now, valió en
Like,
verga.
todos.
Se la pelaron.
Todos.
But
yeah, no, he should wear number 19 if he does go.
It's like Beckham, right? Like, I still remember Beckham's 23 with PSG. Like, it was that. I like those jerseys.
Ronaldinho cuando se fue al Milán agarró 88.
Yeah. Well,
80.
No.
Ronaldinho con Milán.
No.
Era el 80 y algo.
Era 80 y algo, but it wasn't 80. It might have been.
Era 80.
Maybe 88.
80 o 88. Uno de esos.
Let's look it up. Oh, you're
80.
right. Bam, 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 bam. And I have it here. It's not that
No,
one.
no,
Absolutely
I'm
not that
fired. I'm fired.
one. Oh, boy. So you're right.
Yeah, I'm always right.
By the numbers. By the numbers. This is an impressive stat. Lionel Messi has won 35 trophies with Barcelona. 36.4% of all the trophies that Barcelona has that have been won in the 122-year history. Messi scored 671 goals and assisted in another 267 in 778 games, meaning that he is responsible for 1 in 11 goals in the history of Barcelona. The greatest player Barcelona has ever had.
The greatest player this world has ever seen. One of them.
Okay.
One.
I'm gonna tell your boy Ronaldo now.
Nah, Ronaldo's still superior.
I don't know about that.
Bro, we're not gonna get into that. But wait, like,
Me no know about that.
wait, ¿qué pedo PSG? Si lo usas en FIFA, te pasas de vergas, no en FIFA 22.
See, wait, I mean,
Like,
even now,
if you
even
use-
without Messi,
If you use PSG in FIFA 22 with Messi and Mbappe and everyone, you're a fucking cheating sack of shit. Like, that's fucking crazy. I'm gonna use PSG as well. I'm not afraid. I'll stoop down to your level. I'll use PSG against PSG. I don't care.
that is wild. But yeah. So again, if we want to just go into, I guess, La Liga now, because this is the last time we're gonna La Liga is gonna be relevant, because it's gonna be a farmer league from now on. There's nothing really to interest anything. I mean, if you look at the Bundesliga, you have teams like Bayern, you have players like Lewandowski, you have players like I don't know,
Alphonso
like,
Davies.
like Haaland, Alfonso Davis, like, and you know, the other guys. But you just still don't. But we still don't watch Bundesliga day in, day out. Just
Yeah,
like
you watch Dortmund play some important games. You
yeah,
watch.
but La Liga is a
¿Cuándo te has sentado a ver un juego de Leipzig de Liga? And Leipzig has been relevant.
del Valladolid,
No.
del Sevilla, like Sevilla.
Wait, they don't even show them.
Yeah, no, you have to go look for them.
Yeah.
But
wait, I mean, what to expect from, say, Atletico Madrid, right? Current champions of La Liga. They just signed that one guy. What's his name? They paid a fucking shit ton of money for him as well.
we'll look at their squad right
squad.
here, because
Cool.
we have the technology.
I mean, they still have a solid ass team.
Yeah, I mean, Oblak, probably the greatest goalkeeper in currently right now.
Jimenez, solid center back.
Jose Maria Jimenez, center back. You still have not Milenkovic. You just have Savic, who's good. Felipe is all right. Trippier is good. Their defense. If you want to move a little bit in Kondogbia, I've always liked Kondogbia. He played in not Valencia.
The Paul's picture is great.
The Bauer's picture is fantastic. That's
You still got Koke, who's on the older side.
John
Saul,
Cena?
who is reaching his prime, and that guy's just
he's something else.
such a great midfielder.
Yeah, and then-
it's a player that Barcelona wants.
See, like this is something that Barcelona would typically have, a Koke and a Saul in the midfield. Like,
Yeah.
and after Xavi and Iniesta, throw Koke and Saul in there. They would be fine-ish. They'd be better off. Koke, Saul, and De Jong. There you go.
You got Correa, you got Lemar, Llorente, Héctor Herrera, H,
H.
mi ídolo,
The boy.
Riquelme.
How much did he pay for his new face?
Oh, un chingo, güey. They fixed
Oh,
that
shit.
shit.
Riquelme, güey. El pinche argentino
Riquelme?
Riquelme. Oh, shit.
Joao Felix,
Suarez.
who's still like bound to like.
He's getting watered. He's like a little root,
Yeah.
a little seedling.
Absolutely.
He's gonna be bad. Watch. Suarez and Yannick Carrasco. One of the weirdest trajectories. This fool went to China or somewhere and played for like a year and a half.
then came back
came back better than ever. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the current squad for Atletico Madrid.
It's still
the
solid. It's pretty
champions.
similar. I don't think the new signings there. I forgot his name, but like it is what it is. Atletico, like, under Pochettino, are always relevant. And thank you.
Who
Yeah,
was
transfer
it?
21, 22.
Who?
Go back. Right there. Transfer.
They're not gonna show him because it's not official, was it?
We'll find out.
Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
No me acuerdo, güey. But anyways, I know they got someone. And
Yeah.
is it Rodrigo de Paul? Is it that guy?
I don't know.
Not sure. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Anyway, let's look at Real Madrid. Oh, you want to look at Barca?
Oh, I mean, it's a dumpster fire. We've been fucking.
I wonder if Messi's still on there.
Technically, I think he is.
Really?
Technically, I think.
Well, his
he
contract
very
ended
much is.
already. That's the thing.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Hey, what
Never
what's
mind.
people? What are people saying in the chat?
What are people saying in the chat? My bad, guys. We're still not used to this shit. Thank you for being here, by the way. It was worse than a breakup what Messi and Barcelona did. Too many stars, not too many people wanting the ball. Yep, there's only one ball. Liverpool to win the Premier League. We will get to that.
¿Quién dijo esa pendejada, güey?
Top shelf Cali.
Oh,
Selly.
no, bro.
I can't
Oh,
see
no,
that.
No. We'll get to that.
Anyway, let's see.
Right now, we're talking about the most irrelevant league in Europe now of the Big Five.
It's wild. Like, is the Clásico ever? It's not ever going to be the same. Obviously, without Ronaldo being there, but Messi was at least still there. Fuck is this?
The Smart Bank
The
League.
Smart Bank League. Clubs. All right. So you wanted to look at Barcelona? Or
Sure.
You wanted Real Madrid.
Sure,
Then we'll
no.
go Real Madrid, and then we'll skip over to the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
my Chelsea.
what can you expect from Barcelona this year, man?
All right.
Like, realistically, it's still Barcelona.
Well, realistically,
It's
last
still
year,
Barcelona. It still has
Uh-huh.
talented players.
they weren't supposed to do as good as they did last year. And
They
last year
started
did
off shit,
all
and
right.
they still made a run for the league.
So, Mr. Ronald Koeman, his only job was to keep Messi in the club. He
Bueno,
kind of did
man.
it because he was down, but then the president and the
Sí,
the
güey,
money
lo
thing
chingaron,
just
lo
didn't
chingaron.
work.
Yeah.
Um,
Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen.
Neto, both solid
both
goalkeepers.
solid. That's the
both
Neto
solid goalkeepers.
coming over from
Oh, yeah.
Valencia, fucking
Yeah.
amazing Brazilian goalkeeper.
Yeah, Serginho Dest, who still has no picture.
Dest.
Disrespect
There's
for
American soccer.
American
there
soccer,
you go.
yes.
Piqué.
Se
Fuck.
queda.
Fuck, dude.
No se queda. Yeah. You got Araujo, who is just...
It's a live show in
Yeah.
the house.
Araujo, who is just like, what? Like, not really. You got Lenglet, who makes a lot of mistakes for Barcelona in that backfield. You got Jordi Alba, who captained Spain in the Euros. You got Sergio Roberto, who are still... I mean, what else can you expect? He does play well, but got moved to the right back position, but he can play anywhere. Umtiti, and then you got Junior. They need to sign defenders, right? Like, you had difficulty in that back line last season, but okay, you got Busquets. Everything good?
Everything say okay.
I'm a little scared now. What the fuck?
We're
Here
good.
you go. Here you go.
Sergio Busquets, still part of that dynasty along with Piqué, Jordi Alba. That was there
Griezmann,
since
who's
the
technically
beginning.
not a midfielder, but whatever.
Technically, yeah.
Pjanic,
like-
who was probably the worst trade for
poor guy.
Arthur.
Yeah.
But like, I
You should have kept
guess.
Arthur. Coutinho, who's just they're hemorrhaging money
Who
because
just didn't
Coutinho's still on
play.
there.
You didn't play all the second half of the season because you didn't want to spend more money to another club.
Mm-hmm. And then Pedri, who played the... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Me pasé salida. You know when that happens?
Sure.
Pedri, who
Played the most games in this year.
is that next talisman for Barcelona, right?
Yeah, man. It's pretty good. Oh, here we go. Oh, boy. Yikes. Yikes.
Sorry for that.
Mateus, sure, but
De
Frankie
Jong,
De Jong
crack,
is the one.
crack the cracks,
Yeah,
crack
that's
the
100%.
cracks.
All
Now
right.
you're number 9.
Attacking players. Braithwaite. Oh, boy. Played all right for Denmark. He was fun to watch. Ousmane Dembele, who's probably going to tear both ACLs at the first fucking game
Yeah.
of the season.
Puig, who is a youngster and
alright.
has potential.
Ansu Fati, según next
Según,
Messi.
He was born the same year as my sister.
Oh boy. The next Messi, and then you have Trincao.
El
who came
Troncazo
out.
de
El Troncazo de Trincao.
Yeah, so with this team, you don't got Agüero on here. You don't have Depay on here. But you have Agüero and Depay in the team. Agüero's
Depay,
not
yeah,
going to
gives him a
play
boost.
for a while, but Depay is not really an upgrade to losing Messi. But He is a talented player, right? He's a talented player.
He's a talented player. He's a talented player.
Absolutely.
Real Madrid, El Real Madrid. So this is where we'll end with La Liga. They have Courtois over in goal. Lunin, sure. Carvajal, been there forever, been there for a while. Carvajal is 2 months older than me. Eder Militao, fast
He's
Brazilian
going to be a
center
starter
back.
center back
Yeah.
now since you don't have... Oh, you have David Alaba, who was a new center back addition, left back. He's going to be center back.
Yeah, no more.
Varane, no more there.
Not there anymore.
Nacho still there
Nacho's still
somehow.
there. Marcelo's still there.
Somehow.
He was injured.
Odriozola
Yeah, sure.
was not bad. Mendy,
Fernand
who's
Mendy,
fucking
he's-
killing it on the
Yeah,
left
no,
left
he's
back.
good. He's good.
Yeah.
Some
You still got El Anciano de Cruz.
El Anciano, even by 5 years.
Y
de
estoy El
Modric.
Anciano de Modric,
Marco Asensio.
who just played in the Olympics and got silver medal.
Yeah, congratulations.
Casemiro, crack de contención, one of
Yeah,
the best center
I'll give you that
defensive
one.
mids in the league.
Valverde's really good.
Valverde, who has a lot of potential, still pretty young.
Isco needs to get the fuck out of there. Like who doesn't
Isco
belong?
could start, dude, like
Somewhere else.
had Isco at Everton or Leicester City, somewhere like that, to help
fuck.
him out. That'd be so fantastic.
Hazard's still there.
If he stays healthy and has a good season, maybe he has potential to be what Real Madrid signed him to be, right? The replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo, but he will never reach that.
Not gonna happen.
You got Benzema, who could potentially have a great season like last season. He was probably their best player.
Mm-hmm.
Rodrigo, youngster, who has talent. He's skillful. Es brasileño. Juega con el yoga bonito. And
Same thing with
Vinicius.
Vinicius. And then you have the República Dominicana, Dominicaño,
Mariano. And Lucas Vázquez, who's I mean, reliable. But nothing like... I mean, the question has to be asked. Kubo had a great Olympics. Is Real Madrid going to keep Kubo? He was done on loan from Getafe.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to sign Mbappe. Mbappe is rumored to go to Real Madrid. Tony Kroos did say that he wouldn't be surprised if Mbappe does go to Madrid. Madrid always wants the best players, so it is what it is, right? Like, La Liga is really going to be irrelevant.
So this is what we're going to only talk about Bundesliga because we are going to go long right here. What the fuck do they feed these people? They were saying.
Wait, look at Alfonso Davis, bro. Like, that kid is next. Whoever that kid is.
Yeah, that was
Pero
next
wait.
to the Super Soldier Serum line.
Like, neta, wait. That's what they give him, dude. Like, are they injecting, like Michael Jordan's magic juice or secret stuff? What is it called?
Stuff. Yes, the secret
Like,
stuff.
Wait. These guys are jacked.
Sí, vato. And this was fast as fuck, and you have put just a little bit of strength. He's gonna
Like,
be unstoppable.
Goretzka's jacked. Lewandowski.
Yeah,
It's fucking insane,
it's
dude.
wild. That's what we have for the Bundesliga. Come on back.
Haaland's still there.
Haaland's still there. Reus still there. Royce.
Haaland has 60 goals in 60 games for Dortmund.
Oh wow. Oh, that was a cool transition. I just saw a transition.
Nice.
But yeah, so then Serie A, I mean, we could get to it a little bit later, but we are going a little late, but we'll get into some Premier League. And I'm so happy because it's pretty much official. Hasn't been said official.
Okay.
Geef me een bal, ik blijf hier 5 uur. Oh, putain.
Oh,
Dit is gewoon een stadion. De dag dat ik hier speel, dat is de enige dag dat je ze met
The day keeps getting better in the stadium.
Voor de
That
rest-
time will be single time in my life that you
Alleen
will
als
see me
ik hier
cry.
speel.
I'm going to succeed. A 16-year-old Romelu Lukaku visiting Stamford Bridge for the first time in his life when he signed over from Belgium.
22 years later, they signed him back for 115 million when they could have had them this whole time.
Fuck you, all right?
No. Fuck you.
you.
You gave Man U shit when
Yeah.
they bought Pogba for like
Yeah.
90 million.
Yeah.
You guys are doing the same thing worse with the washed player.
A
He had
washed
one
player.
great
A
season
washed
in the
player.
Serie A. You really think
An
he's gonna do what he did in the Serie A
incredibly-
in the Premier League?
Giving
You're fucking crazy if you think he is.
Giving Inter the first title that they've had in such a long time, in a competitive league, in a league that he came in and didn't really know how to play the style.
Oh my gosh,
Not only
you guys
learned how to play the style, the
you
language
trashed this player
and
at Man
everything.
United.
Because he sucked at Man United. Because he wasn't what he wanted him to be in Man United. What he's doing now is everything Man United wished that he did with you guys. And right now, Man United fans are like, oh my God, why do we does he do this with Belgium but doesn't do it in this and this and this? Does it sound familiar? Pogba?
No.
Why doesn't he play like he does in the French team with us? Oh my God, he plays so good. Same thing. But Lukaku
You're
is
outside
the
your
next,
mind if you think he's
next
gonna
Didier
succeed. And
Drogba. The next
he's already
Didier Drogba.
28.
That's fine. That's fine. Didier Drogba didn't pop off completely up until later
Is
in
he
his
28?
career.
How old is he?
Bato. He even took pictures of it.
He's 28. Like, bro, he has 2 seasons at the most. 2 seasons ahead of him.
All
This
right,
is his
not
prime.
anymore. Not
This is
anymore.
his prime.
And he's signing in his prime with us. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. We'll
Gracias.
have this conversation
Gracias.
midway through the season. Which
Gracias.
he's not even 10 goals into the
He
season.
is the next Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba himself knew it. He knew it. He knew he was gonna.
God,
He
I'm
knew
gonna
it.
walk away
Look,
from
man,
this show right
Lukaku.
now.
It just needed time to ripen,
I'm gonna walk
and he
away from this
ripened
shit right
so
now.
wonderfully. If you watch any of the Euros, that's what he's gonna bring to Chelsea. You have an attacking front with Havertz.
What does this mean for Werner?
Werner.
What does this mean for Werner?
This means probably
Competition.
going over onto the wing, just like Tuchel's been playing him. Tuchel's been playing Werner in the wing and Kai Havertz up front. You drop Havertz a little back. You still have Kante. You still have Jorginho. You need some defense in there. You go ahead and throw Kovacic.
Mark
on
my
the,
words,
on the right.
Chelsea are going to have a really bad season.
Chelsea's gonna win the league.
No.
Chelsea's gonna win the league. There's no way.
No, they're not.
Hey,
They're-
relax.
no,
You
they're
don't
not.
even have a chance for the league. All right,
No, they're
you relax. Okay, with Cavani's gonna come back. Cavani, do you think Cavani's gonna do better than Lukaku?
Yes.
Oh no.
Like, if he stays healthy, he can do way better.
Lukaku will be a stump, but he looked better in red. Hey, Abel, I don't believe so. All right, 2 seasons, and then he comes to the MLS. I don't appreciate your tone, Abel, in the chat here on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch, guys. 2 balls and a mic. We are recording live.
I'm just going to say this. Lukaku
Lukacs.
has a history of not performing well in the Premier League. He had 1 good season with Everton, then signed over to Man U.
Didn't want to play with you guys. You guys try to do shit with him that he didn't know how to do. That he didn't know how to play
Plays a
correctly.
striker position.
Do you guys? But then you guys would throw him over in the wing. Ole would throw him in the wing. Don't tell me he didn't, because he did. And now that's exactly what he's doing very well. You know what? He is a center forward, but you'll find him in a much like Ori Herzog going playing against the wing, and he has the speed and strength to get the ball downfield and create plays for what Kai Havertz to come in. You have he plays with De Bruyne. He plays a very similar position. De Bruyne and Kai Havertz are going to be one and the same in Lukaku's mind.
Wow, you keep naming players that you guys had as youngsters and let it go.
I mean, that's fine. I named one of them. That yes, that was one of the biggest mistakes in Chelsea history, in Mourinho history. And I'm a Mourinho fanboy. I remember the game where he got injured here in the United States.
Lukaku
and
is not going to have the season that you think he's
going
going
to
to
have a wonderful season. Okay,
Decent at most.
Who's going to do better? Who's going to do better? Not Manchester United. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, Tony.
Okay, what is
So,
Manchester United going to do then?
What is Manchester United going to do? Have you seen the squad Manchester United now has?
See, Vato, you have a bunch of crestfallen youngsters that had their hearts ripped off in the Euros. Pobrecitos.
Fucking motivation.
Okay, fool.
They got to the final. What the fuck do you have? Lukaku, who lost to them?
We have the Champions League title in our cabinet,
Yeah, you do.
and it's nice and shiny.
And
everybody's back.
You guys won't win it into another couple years.
And when was the last time you guys won it?
A while ago. But that's not the point, though.
No, you're just
That's not the
you're
point,
just like
though.
digging yourself in your own
No, you're
arguments.
talking
It's
about
fine.
last season. You really think you guys are going to have that good of a season again this year?
Yeah, it's the same team, and they're just going to be better and healthier. And then you add Lukaku in there.
Yes. Yeah. Look. Okay. Yeah. You think what you want. But anyways, You have Manchester United now, right? Who had a really decent, really excellent transfer window, right?
Uh-huh.
So you signed Varane, a pacey center back, to accompany Maguire, who is what Maguire needs, a pacey center back. And now your backups are Bailey and Lindelof, who at one point used to be your starters. Manchester United have now really good depth in their team, which is what they've been needing. You got Lingard back also for depth, who had a great season last season. I'm not saying he's going to have the season he had last season because I'm very, what's the word? Honest about my team.
I am too.
Unlike, oh my God.
We're Champions
Okay.
League winners. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. Then you signed Sancho, one of the most exciting players, youngsters to watch in the world right now. On that right wing, we finally have a solid right wing, which we'd be needing for
Ever.
ever.
Yeah.
Really, like ever since probably Nani left the team.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, you got Rashford who's still injured. He's gonna come back better than ever. You got Martial who's gonna be starting in the left mid position while Rashford recovers. You got Cavani starting on the top. You got Bruno Fernandes who's just scoring bangers right now in the preseason. Bruno Fernandes about to have one of the best seasons he's ever had. You got Pogba along with McTominay or Fred, whoever you start along with him.
Sure.
It's such a solid team.
Yeah, for
Such
like
a solid
fourth
team.
place.
Okay. Do I think we're going to win the league? I think we'll be first or second again.
Do you think you're gonna win the league? I think we'll be first, but I don't think we'll win the league.
Second. No, like we have a chance of winning the league. We're contenders for sure.
Contenders for the Europa League. That's fine. Are you guys in the Champions League next year? Yeah, right.
Didn't you guys barely got fourth place last season?
We
Barely.
were concentrated in the biggest European tournament. in
Barely
soccer.
got last.
the biggest
barely
club
got
tournament in the
fourth place
world.
last season.
The biggest. Didn't you guys lose the Europa League? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did.
right.
Okay, let's talk about the presser now.
right.
You got Manchester City who signed Grealish.
Jack Grealish,
So, what do you expect? What do you? I think he's might be a bust.
overpriced English player.
I think he might be a bust.
Overpriced English player. Like everybody's trying to find the next Wayne
Like,
Rooney.
wait, like the fact that Sancho costs less.
That's wild.
I'd rather have Sancho.
It's 100%. But you know what? Pep wants him there for a reason. He's probably gonna pair him up with Phil Foden and see what happens and have a Gerrard Lampard type attacking.
is Sterling gonna be the striker?
Gabriel Jesus actually wants out. I don't know if you heard that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He didn't get much playing time last season. Like they were still trying to sign Harry Kane, who, by the way, Harry Kane.
If Harry Kane,
there hasn't been any new like updates on him. So
if
last I heard, he wasn't showing up to training. So
to Tottenham, pobrecito Tottenham. But
I
again,
didn't even include Tottenham in this.
no, they're small.
Don't
club.
sleep on Liverpool. Don't sleep on Liverpool.
They are getting the boy back. Their boy back.
Van Dijk is
Van
gonna be
Dijk
back,
is there.
and he is probably the greatest defender in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
If they stay healthy, they have a good chance. They don't have depth. That's the bad thing. If they can stay healthy, they have a solid team. But again, injuries happen throughout the season, and shit happens. They lost Wijnaldum, who was a key player for them in the past couple seasons. What else can you talk about Liverpool? Like, no depth. Alexander-Arnold is pretty solid. You're still...
All I'm saying is that the next Lukaku, that the next Drogba, Ballack, and Lampard is here at Chelsea. In Lukaku, Mount, and Havertz. It's just so wonderful. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be the same thing. And then throw a Timo Werner in there. Timo Werner's gonna be, everybody trusts Tuchel. I trust Tuchel.
I'm gonna clip this and just show it to you.
Fine.
Every time
it's
Chelsea
gonna show me
just
that you know how to
completely
make a
shits
good
themselves.
clip. And it's all good.
Next
Manchester
season.
United's gonna fucking. What did you guys do this last season? Oh, we won last
Second
season.
place.
Okay.
Second place in the Premier League.
Okay.
What do you mean? Better than Chelsea did in the league.
Overall,
we had a
in
better
the last
we
year,
had a better season in the league than Chelsea did.
but you didn't have a better season.
In the league we did.
You didn't have a better season.
We had a better league.
You guys didn't have a better season.
Tuvimos una mejor temporada.
You didn't have a better season. You didn't have a better year. Your squad didn't do as good as Chelsea did.
We did better in the league.
Okay. If that lets you sleep
You
at
guys
night.
had a good run in form at the end, which got luck,
Yeah.
which got to like.
Oh,
got
it
to
was
the Champions
luck.
League.
It was luck. Oh, yeah, it was
Complete
luck.
Complete luck.
Complete luck.
This is
There
where
wasn't
you're
any
gonna
skill.
see. This is really where you're gonna see Tuche is not the greatest coach that you think he is.
And you know what? He's probably not. Why? Because he's probably going to lose a couple games in the beginning of the season. He's going to get sacked. And yeah, and that's just Chelsea being Chelsea, right? They'll bring back Lampard. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna work out for Chelsea, to be honest.
Solid second for Man U. Chelsea maybe fifth. Abel, ¿sabes qué, güey? No, güey. No. Ya no me gusta.
You can't rule out Leicester City either.
Oh, pinche Leicester, güey. Oh,
Can't rule
just
out
beat
Leicester
Manchester
City.
City in the
Yeah.
the Community Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Community Shield, the first Community Shield that Leicester City has won since 1971.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't rule them out. They're probably the fifth biggest team in the Premier League now, passing. I would say passing Arsenal and Tottenham at this point.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Like, if you tell me Big Five, I'm not gonna include Arsenal anymore. I'll include Leicester City in there.
Keep on. Vale madre.
Like, wait, no, they're gonna be a mid-table team again. So is Tottenham.
Are we gonna talk NFL? We're gonna save it for stuff.
I mean, we can save it for stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry,
because I mean
no,
we're gonna have our boy Ben Woods later on, probably this Wednesday. Throw that interview up on.
We'll post info on
Thursday.
how to join our league soon.
We will, and that I believe wholeheartedly that should be its own episode, just because it's going to be important. What I'm thinking of doing is putting a Google form where people can sign up, and then we'll kind of pick at random to see who's going to join the league from there. But
On another side note, not relevant to soccer, I'm kind of relevant. The Lakers are like the PSG in the NBA.
oh yeah, and they're getting a
Un equipo de dinosaurios.
dinosaurios. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it.
For those of you who are here live on Twitch,
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be doing this. Are we moving into Tuesday starting next week?
probably.
Probably. So it'll be a Tuesdays live. The episode will probably drop Wednesday, maybe Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday in the day. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Appreciate everything in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Shout out to Fierce Beats, who is the beat you are listening to, and PB Imports, and what's their name?
European PBA imports. Check them out. See you later.
Laters.